So we have written our login page. So upon clicking here, after entering the mobile number here in this form, and after continue, OTP page should come. So in my original application, I'll just open the OTP page. This is how OTP page looks like. So let us go ahead and do coding for our OTP page. So I'll go to my components, and here I'll create a new file called otp.js. I created otp.js, and using code snippet, I created the code snippet. Now in my app.js, I'll just copy this, and I'll write here the search parameter. So if I search OTP, then it should redirect to my OTP page. So I have done. So now I'll go ahead and write OTP here. So this is how my OTP page currently looks like. So let me go ahead and do coding in this way. Now here in my OTP page, I'll take this whole thing is my parent div followed by two divs. One is div is for this and the other div is for this. So let me go ahead and do that. So one is for top and one is for bottom. So this is how my page right now looks like. And here in top div, I have again 1, 2, 3. So these three I'll write in a separate div. So I'll go ahead and remove this top. I'll write one div, and inside this div, so this div is for this whole thing. So inside this div, I'll write three divs. One is for arrow mark, arrow, and then followed by one is for OTP verification, and one is for skip. So I'll save my code, and this is how it looks like. This is just a skeleton code. Now again inside this, this whole thing is a separate div again. So let me go ahead and write that here. So inside this, I'll take a paragraph. So we have sent a verification code to +919875 star. So let me save this. Sorry, it should be verification. Yeah, I'll save this. So this is how it looks like, and then followed by these OTP inputs. So here my OTP basically has 6 digits. So for that I need 6 boxes. So actually this OTP thing, for writing this OTP input, I'll make use of an external library which is called, I'm going to use, just go to Google and type React OTP input. So this is the gist of the things. So here I have to install this package, and this is how I can use the OTP input. And here these are different APIs where we can tweak this OTP input and we can get whatever the form we wanted. So let me go ahead and do the things. So I'll copy this, I'll paste here, then run. So my React OTP library is installed. Now let me declare these CSS, and let me declare this OTP input here on the top. So done, and then followed by, let me go ahead and copy this thing, and here so let me write a form here before that. So I will declare it inside a form, and then I will paste it here, and this form I will take it inside a div. So let me save this. This is how it looks like. OTP is not defined. Since we have just copy pasted the code, and let me go ahead and copy this OTP thing, and I have to import the use state. So I have imported, and this is how my OTP input form right now looks like. Let us go ahead and do the styling later, and followed by, after that I have to have a button for the form submission. So I'll just write here verify. So this is how it looks, and then followed by, let us go ahead and do this styling. And inside this div, so I'll have a paragraph telling did not get the OTP, resend SMS. So let me save this. This is how it looks like, and then try more options. So let me go ahead and copy this, followed by try more options. So let me save this, and more may M should be capital. So it is like this, and options may O should be capital. So right now it looks like this, and then bottom may go back to login methods, and it should be a paragraph. So here I write go back to login methods. So this is how, this is a HTML skeleton of my app. Now let me go ahead and do the styling part, so that it should be as beautiful as my original screen. So first of all, let me go ahead and, this is a, as you can see, this is a SVG icon. So let me go ahead and copy the SVG icon. So copy outer HTML, and then instead of this arrow, let me paste here, and I'll go to my screen and let me save. So my arrow mark has come. So this is the SVG icon. So now let me go ahead and do the styling part. So first, on the outermost div, I'll give a width of 100 and then height of, so that I'll have consistency across all my screens, and it should have curved border. But since it doesn't appear here because we have white background, and then I have some kind of padding here. So let me go ahead and do that padding. So for that, I'll go and put padding of 2 rem. So the padding is appeared. Now I'll declare it to be a flex, followed by flex of column, so that all will be stacked vertically. So let me save this. So this is how it appears now. And then let me go ahead and do the styling for this thing. They should be aligned in a horizontal div, but here they are aligned vertically. So let me go ahead and do that styling here. I'll declare class name, and immediately I'll declare them to be flex, so that they're aligned horizontally. Now I'll give some height for this div. I've given some height, and then so inside my div, it starts in the left of my individual divs. So for that, what I'll do is I'll just give justify start, and let me save this. And then I'll declare items to be at center, so that they're aligned in the center of my div in the vertical position. Let me go ahead and save. You see, they are aligned in a horizontal row. And then the text seems, I have to modify the text. For that, what I will give text of 1 rem, and then you see there is some kind of gap here. So let me go ahead and do the gap thing here. Gap of 1 rem I'll give. Let me save this, See, the gap has come. But this skip, it should be in the rightmost part, as in like the original. So let me go ahead and take care of that. So this is my skip. So what is happening? So I'll give a class name. I'll just specify it to be flex grow, so that this div, this skip div try to occupy the remaining space of my div. So this is how I have done, and then I will declare it to be a separate div, and I will make justify content to end. Let me save this. See, the skip went to the rightmost side. So this is done. So it almost looks similar. Oops, it is opt. So it should be OTP. Save. So this almost looks similar to that of my original screen. Now here, as you can see, we have sent a notification code 2 followed by mobile number exclusively there in the second line. So let me go ahead and do that styling here. So we have sent a verification code here. And moreover, this is almost, it is very narrower when compared to the whole width of the div. If you consider the whole width of the div to be 100%, this is some kind of 75%. So let me go ahead and declare those properties here. So I'll give parent property to be 100%, followed by my paragraph property to be 75%, and let me see. Now this is perfect. Now I'll declare it to be a flex, and then justify to be center. So it has aligned in the center of my page horizontally, and then I'll give some kind of spacing here. So it has taken some kind of spacing, followed by actually this text looks way bigger. So what I'll do is just to give text to 0.9 rem, so my text looks smaller, and then I specify the property text to be center. I'll save this. Now as you can see, the text came in the center of my div, and this number should be bold. So for that, exclusively for this my number, I'll write a span, and I'll cut paste my number here, and inside my span I'll give a class name, and I'll specify font to be semi bold. Let me save. So this has come like this. Why this spacing and unnecessary things? Let me remove this, and let me save this. This is some kind of narrower. There is something happening here. Now let me go ahead and do the styling for my verify button. So before that, my OTP input also should be modified. So I'll go to my form div. For my form here, before that, as you can see, the render separator, since render separator is hyphen, it has some hyphen in between. So first I'll remove this render separator, and then so if I wanted to modify this OTP input, these are the APIs. So I'll go to the input style. Here I can give some styling. So I'll just put input style, and here I'll open this, and here I'll save this. Okay. Since I have not written here anything, so let me go ahead and do some kind of styling here. So I'll specify width to be 2.5 rem, height to be 2.5 rem, followed by border of 1 pixel solid black. Let me save this. So 4 input boxes have come, because here number of inputs are specified to 4, hence 4 boxes. If I specify to 6 boxes will come. And here I want some kind of spacing in between them. So for that I'll go to my form and I'll give some class name. I'll give property of 100% width, followed by flex, and then flex call. So let me save this so that they are aligned vertically. And then here I have render separator. So as you can see, there is a style called render separator, so that we can give some kind of spacing. So earlier render separator used to have hyphens for us. So instead of hyphens, I'll just give render separator to be a span of, so I'll open this and you can see here clearly. I'll put a span of class name. I'll give a width of some 3 pixel and I'll try to save. Now you can see it has taken the gap. To get my OTP input in the middle of my div, here flex call I have declared. So I'll declare it to be items to be center. So it has come in the middle of the page. So this is done. Let me go ahead and modify my verify. Since my OTP input looks almost similar to that of original screen. Now let me go ahead and verify this thing. So verify should have should be red in color followed by underline. So for that I'll go and modify this. So first of all, my button to be type of submit, followed by class name. I'll give a margin top of 1.5 rem. Let me save this. So it has taken some kind of space, and then it should have underline, and then it should have underline of offset 4. So there's some kind of gap will be there, followed by text to be so my color is changed, and then I'll specify font to be semi bold. So this almost looks similar to that of my original screen. Now let me go ahead and do the styling for this didn't get the OTP recent SMS thing. So here as usual, so for this I'll give a margin along y-axis to be 1.5 rem, so space can be seen clearly. And then so I'll declare to be flex, justify to be center, so that it will be aligned horizontally in the middle. And then I'll give text to be 0.875 m, so that text should look smaller. And then as you can see here, didn't get the OTP looks bigger, and recent SMS should be smaller, and also the recent SMS should be red in color. So let me go ahead and do this, and recent SMS I'll put inside this span tag. Let me do some coding here. So for a span tag I need to have a class name, and text should be smaller. So for that it should be 0.75 rem, followed by text to color to be this red. So let me go ahead and paste here, and then it looks almost similar to that of original. So here try more option should come in the middle, and it should have red color again. So let me go ahead and do that. So for that, class name flex, and then it should have some kind of spacing. So I'll put 1.5 rem, done, followed by it should be in the middle of the page, justify center. So done, followed by text to be smaller, so I'll give a size of 0.75 rem. So this is done, and it should have red color. So for that I'll copy this red. So done. Now this almost looks similar to that of original screen. And then go back to login methods. So it should come, it almost should appear on the bottom of my page. So for that what I'll do is, so if this is a flex, and this should take my rest of my size of the flex. So for that I'll just go here, class name, and here I'll declare it to be flex grow, and then I'll declare it to be a flex, and justify, sorry, it should be items. Since we have declared the flex to be call, so let me declare it a call because I want it to be stacked vertically at the bottom of my page. So that is the reason I have declared flex call, and then here I'll give justify end, so then it comes down. So if I remove this justify end, it will be on the, by default it will be aligned in the flex start. So I'll give justify end so that it comes down, followed by, it should be in the middle of the page. So items center, so it is aligned centrally, and then it should have, again, it should be red in color. So let me go ahead and copy this color. Done. And then it should have some kind of spacing here. So let me go ahead and do that. So MB, all right, 2 rem. So it has taken some kind of spacing. So our both screens looks almost similar except for the small change. As you can see here, this is having 6 star marks. Here we have 5 star marks. Actually 5 are enough because we have already 5 digits of phone number. So that is the reason only a small change you can see here. Otherwise rest of the screen looks very similar to that of our original screen. So that's it. We have done our OTP page. Now in the next video, let us install Firebase to get the OTP using mobile number, and let us install Redux library for state management so that user state can be spread across all the components of my application. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.